Hello everybody, this is Skyflight44, aka X44, and today we're going to be playing some more Yu-Gi-Oh! Legacy of the Duelist, Link Evolution. So, I have made a few different decks in here, and so we're going to be doing some Duelist challenges. Just tried this, but that was such an unfun match that I'm going to attempt to do it again. So we're going to be using Garden of Life against this Buster Blader deck. It was fun until the point where I could not draw my only out to the deck. Even though I was over halfway through my deck and I have 3 of them. Hey, I drew my out. Now. That's frustrating. It really is frustrating. Okay, so we are gonna use Roma Garden. We're going to summon Aromage Jasmine. The effect still will go. Damn, that's not gonna go off. Yeah, that sucks. I was so hoping that was gonna do it. If my life points were higher, I would have been able to at least do something. But we're gonna use Dried Winds. Oh, we might as well just get Solemn Wishes too. Hey, and because we have Golden Ladybug now, we can actually do this from standby. I really have nothing that I can do with this. Let's set Spore, and we will go to next phase. You have 1 for 1. And you're gonna get out Buster Whelp of Destruction Sword. Fine. Yeah, that's not gonna last long. Yeah, so... Nah, I'm not gonna do that. Giga Plant? Interesting. Activate the effect of a card. So let's summon Gigaplant over Spore. At this point in time, technically we could use Aromaseraphie Angelica to just gain 100, and though I could use Spore as well. Actually, I got an idea. Let's use you targeting Aroma Jasmine or Aromage Jasmine. Do I stick with the Gigaplant or thinking about bringing Spore out? And... No, I'm fine. I do have Gigaplant on the field, and I can, at any point in time, pitch Aromaseraphy Angelica to proc Dry Wind, so I should be fine. Soul Charge. No, let's go a little bit farther, see what he's gonna do. Not gonna chain the effect yet. Set a spell or trap card. Activate the effect of a card. Thinking about using... You're gonna go right 10 phase, that's cool. I'm thinking about using Dried Winds to just completely screw him over. Well, considering I have another Dried Winds, I don't really need that much, or I don't very much need that. So I can summon you again. And then I can get Jasmine. Out in defense. So next turn, flip up Dried Winds. Yeah. Destroy both of you. We can go about using Ladybug to gain a little bit more. Do that. And we can just get you off of... We can get you off of Gigaplant. Earth. We can, with you, go into... We can go into Aromaseraphy Rosemary. Which is what I'm gonna do. No, we won't do anything else. We can just get, with Gigaplant, Jasmine back. However, with Aromaseraphy, Rosemary, everybody gets a bit stronger. And if there's nothing in the back row that I have to worry about, this might just be game. Okay, that's cool. So we can target Jasmine, gain 100. And there's 3,900 coming down that way. That is a completely different game than the previous one I did. I'm pretty sure I went to something like at least 20 plus minutes of me waiting and not being able to do anything because of Buster Bladed a dragon destroy a swordsman. I could have gotten out of it using Dried Winds, but I could not for the life of me draw into the card. And I've never had that much trouble with that fight. But now we can go into something else, like fighting darts. Instead, we're going to be using Red Eye's Burn. See, this one, he's actually using the Aroma Monster, which means I can just continuously fight him for the cards that I need. But the Red Eye's Burn deck is not a normal Red Eyes deck. The Red Eyes deck I have on my other computer is all about actually using my Red Eyes cards. This one is not about using my Red Eyes cards. So, we can use Red Eye's Insight to send Red Eye's Black Flare Dragon to grave. And then we can... This is the big thing. Usually the big thing is trying to get Return of the Red Eyes. Because if we have this and a Red Eyes, we can just continuously get them out. However, we don't really have a way of doing that just yet, so there's always the idea of getting into Red Eyes Spirit in order to do this. But I'm going to go in Red Eyes Fusion. So we'll set to Gem Flash Energies. This is the entire reason I have this deck. Why this deck is so kind of janky is the fact that I've seen Gem Flash Energy. During each of your standby phases, inflict damage to your opponent equal to the number of face-up continuous spell cards in the field. This is supposed to be, considering Gem, part of Crystal Beast. I thought, what the hell? Let's go about using this with some stall cards such as Chain Energy and Toll and Messenger of Peace, which, okay, this is... I'm already stopping my opponent from being able to do anything by burning them, and then this is just going to burn them automatically, having those cards in the field. I thought to myself, why not get into Red Eye's Flare Metal Dragon? Flare Metal Dragon is another card that basically keeps your opponent from playing the game. That is the entire point of this deck. Burn your opponent to death. So we're gonna send Red Eye's Black Dragon, and we're gonna send Lord Gaia the Fierce Knight. We can't special summon anything else this turn, but then again, we really weren't going to be doing that to begin with. And then with a Wave Motion Cannon, that is adieu. We can flip these two up. And then next turn, we're going to deal them 600 damage anyway. The entire point of this deck is actually really weird. Actually, now that I think about it, this is continuous spells to begin with. Yeah, that goes back to hand. That really isn't the card you're going to want to go about putting back to hand. Oh, 2 Solemn Wishes. Let's use Blackstone of Legend. Tributing, getting out Red Eye's Black Flare Black Flare Dragon. I want to get into Flare Metal Dragon. I hate the fact that our opponent has more life than we do. Let's go to end phase, see exactly what we're gonna draw. If it's a good draw, then we are back in the same place. Android wins, okay. Yeah, should have attacked into it. Again, we're putting up a burn deck that is kind of weird against one that's based around just... Again, I'm going to go about surrendering this one. This is fun, but this is not the one that we should be fighting this kind of deck with. Again, what's the hard way of countering burn? Just a shitload of life gain. Okay, we're gonna go second. Okay, Return of the Red Eyes. That's definitely good. Chain Energy's not nearly as good in this in the deck we're fighting. However, I do have the ability to screw with my opponent. If that is specifically Aroma Jar, then we're going to have a little bit of trouble. But let's send you so we can send you. Special summon Lord Gaia. And we have to pay 3,000 for this. But if that isn't Jar, yeah, it's Aroma Jar. Yeah, that sucks. I could go into Draco Sack, and with that, once per turn, you contribute one Mecha Phantom Beast monster, then target one card on the field, destroy that target. This card cannot attack during the turn you activate this effect. At the same time, I also want to go Red Eyes, Flare Metal Dragon. And I can probably go into Draco Sack next turn. But I need, in order to get my engine going, I need to have a Red Eyes monster on the field. And I'm 100% sure that... I'm 100% sure that next turn... Or my next turn, I can get Draco Sack to destroy that card. Okay, so effective Aroma Jar. No, I don't want to use that. I don't want to use that specific effect. Oh, it wasn't in the next turn yet. Okay, we can use you and you, which we will get Red Eyes, Black Flare Dragon. Okay. What are you gonna do? Oh yeah, I cannot wait to get rid of that card. Want to receive damage. Do we want to do anything? Oh, I don't really feel like doing that. Okay, that's cool. At this point in time, activating cards from hand is not what we really want to do. So we're gonna activate, sending Lord Guy the Fierce Knight, bringing back Red Eyes. Then we can go into Dracosac. I'll keep it in attack position, why not? We'll send Red Eyes Black Flare Dragon. And then we're gonna go about summoning it back. And the fun thing about this deck is the fact that I actually have... Okay, so the fact that I'm not, at this point, do I want to actually go about using stuff out of my hand because I have Chain Energy on? I can just summon Red Eyes Black Flare Dragon again in order to get its effect. So we're gonna destroy this one. To destroy you. I have a feeling that that's the actual one I need to pay attention to. But let's go into battle, attack you, destroy you, and attack for 2,800. A draining shield. Damn, that's fine. You gained a bunch of life points, but as soon as I go out, then we're gonna burn you for 24. So at this point in time, you have few options. If you weren't playing the deck you're playing, you would not be able to play against me. Okay, so... I'm gonna have to pay for it, but let's get insight. Sending you... Then you... chain another card back now. However, we can get... Red Eyes Fusion. So, we can destroy one card in the field, contributing you, and then destroying you. Just in case if it was another... Ooh, Crane? Okay, just in case it was another Aroma Jar. Then I can activate you. Yeah, it doesn't really matter. I can't use Red Eyes Fusion anymore, but I could make this into a Red Eyes Flare Metal Dragon, then go send a card off. No, actually, I wouldn't be able to because I don't have a normal monster in my, or Red Eyes normal monster in my grave during that time. So this is probably the best option I have. And even if I couldn't beat the, even if I couldn't actually take him out, then the Red Eyes Black Flare Dragon's effect would go off and it would do so. Chronomaly Crystal Coronaut, or Chrononaut. Okay, that's interesting. I don't even know what that card does. I've never seen it before. I'm not playing Worms against a Shizu. Oh. Sci-frame assembly. I'm also not going to be playing against you with my Worm deck. But let's try Worm Invasion. I seen the fact that we had a lot of worms, and I was trying to figure out, is there a way I could make this deck work? Well, there's a few ways I think it could work, but the best attribute of worms is the fact that it is really easy to get worms into grave. And as you can see, one of the payoffs of having a bunch of light monsters in the grave is in my hand. Okay. So, let's see. We can use Worm Call. I could use it in order to get Worm Victory out. Face down, defense position. This is the only time this effect has ever worked for me. But until I actually have Worms in Grave, it's not going to be a very powerful card. Gateway to Chaos. This is going to be fun. No matter what, I have Offering the Snake Deity. Interesting. So during out of play's turn, when another card or effect is activated that targets exactly one card on the field, you can detach one exceeds material from this card, then target another card on the field that would be an appropriate target for the card effect. That card effect now targets the new target. Okay, let's go. Deal with Snake Rain. And we will send one of you, one of you, one of you, and you. Okay, so what does Gateway to Chaos do? When this card is activated, add one black cluster soldier ritual monster or guide a fierce night monster from your deck to hand. Each time a monster card is sent from the hand or grave, place one spell counter on it. You can remove 3 spell counters from this card, add 1 ritual spell from your deck to hand. Okay. So I can flip you up. That will destroy you. Oh yeah, and I screwed up. I sent Carteros first in time. I was supposed to send something different than Carteros. Then I would have been able to get Light Ray Diablos out. Which isn't exactly the best card, but if you are in a good position, then Diablos basically gives you what you want. Oh, that's cool. So, I can summon Worm Yagan. Then let's destroy it. Destroying the other 2 cards. That gives them up to 3,000, and then I can special summon Light Ray Diablos. Thing about Light Ray Diablos is the fact that must be special summoned from your hand by having 5 or more light monsters with different names in your grave. Once per turn, you can banish 1 light monster from your graveyard, then target 1 set card your opponent controls, reveal that target, and place that target on either the top or bottom of the deck. So it just puts a card back into the deck, does not destroy, which is a good thing. Though it does have to be set, and that's the worst part of it, because if it's chainable, then it's gonna go, and you basically screwed up. However, if it's a monster, that thing's going back. And you can go about choosing whether or not it's a good card for them or not. It either goes to top. This is the best strategy I thought of with the cards I have so far for Worms specifically. Is Light Ray Diablos. I also thought about throwing in Ghost Trick Museum, a field spell, and then taking out or at least one of the Diablos, and then throwing in Light Ray Daedalus, which can destroy a field spell and also 2 other cards, which is ridiculous considering the fact that it's basically it's just another was it a tribute to Snake Deity? I forget what that one was. Sacrifice to Snake Deity, I think it was. But you can just destroy 3 cards, and your opponent's going to be suffering quite a bit. You also get a pretty, 2600 attack point monster on top of it. Outside that, Ghost Trick Museum makes it so that your opponent can't actually attack face-down monsters, which works really well with Worms specifically. And I'm gonna see if I can beat you with my Fairy Dreams deck. But we can... There's a bunch of cards that we can go about getting later on, which will make that deck a lot better. Very much like how that Aroma deck just needs a bunch of other cards. Like, I think it's either it was the level 6 or level 7 Aroma Synchro. There's just a few cards that I just do not have in that deck that may or may not help me. Unfortunately, we were not first. I don't know if I got to choose or not, but I definitely know we weren't first. Yeah, that sucks. I hate that card. Oh well. Emergency teleport. I'm gonna see what you're gonna do with this. I kind of want you to do exactly what... Damn, you're not gonna do what I want you to do. Nah, I'm not gonna use negate attack. I'll take the damage. It's just gonna make using Solemn Judgment better. Okay. Hate the fact that I can't use Solemn Judgment against that. No, I'm not going to activate anything. Just give me... Oh, that works. And you can banish yourself? That's cool. And freaking another emergency teleport. No, not dealing with that. Honest. Okay. Oh, that's right. It's Raigeki. That's the one that's in there. Shit. So now I realize it, I could have just crashed in Honest because of Sanctum of Parshath. Okay. So we're going to use Rebirth of Parshath. And we're going to have to discard Negate Attack. That's going to get shuffled back into deck. However, we're going to be able to special summon a monster. And Sacred Air Knight Parshath. Well, if you want to do that, go ahead and do it. Okay, the thing is... Divine Punishment's probably the best option. Main phase 2, set Divine Punishment. Wind up rabbits, come back. I do have... Are you actually gonna do this? Wow, you are absolutely ballsy. Okay. Now, what else should I even have? I'm gonna have to take a solemn judgment. It's not gonna... Any life point damage is completely pointless at this point. So let's set you, and I feel pretty good about myself. You're gonna come back again. Damn. Hate... let's try that again. If we go first, I'm pretty sure we're going to be in a much better position. The thing is, last time not going first kind of screwed me over. I can't believe I even was close to winning that. But I hate that stupid thing in the back. Okay, let's summon you. And there we go. We'll just sit on that. Any of those actually decent? Oh, definitely no Gamma. See, can we get in? Emergency teleport. There's probably a lot of things that you can go about doing. So let's get you to... I think the best option at this point is just you. I can summon you and Let's just say I really, really wish I had still my Sanctum of Parsha. Normally, I would actually care, but let's just tribute some of this thing out. I can get Sanctum of Parshath from just this effect. Ah. Yeah, I know you. And where did you go with that, boy? Yeah, that goes back. Soul charge. I don't want that either, really. I was wondering whether or not if he was actually going to take the damage beforehand, and he doesn't. Let's not do any effects. Who knows what he has in his hands? But we managed to win that one too. Okay, which one should I go about trying against this? I think the most explosive deck I have... I still think, like, the best deck to use against anything a lot of the times is just the Fairy Dreams one. But let's go and use Twilight Judgment. This is probably the most high-ranking deck I have, but let's see. This is easily the hardest of any of the DM Duelist challenges. Because I got my ass kicked several times before I actually got this. Okay. Well, we're summoning you anyway, just because I want to milk cards. Yeah, this is going to be a long chain. Wow, you're just going to go straight into battle phase. Perfectly fine to me. Oh, well, you definitely found a few cards that you would want. It's not exactly what I want. Damn, the fact that I... Maybe that'll spook him out. I highly doubt it. The AI we're talking about. Hey, look at that. Yeah, that's fine. Okay, that's actually... I like that card, so... What are you up to? This is the entire reason why I don't like this deck, and I refuse to play it. Damn. Unfortunately, nothing. Just need one more Light Sworn in the grave. Yeah, that's nice. One more Light Sworn in grave. And you are not it. Damn. If I just had one more Light Sworn in grave, I could have just completely nuked the field. Let's try that again. We'll do better this time. But at the same time, seriously, there's just way too many effects going off when it comes to Spellbook. And I've never been happy trying to just seeing this deck. Okay, this one at least seems to be better. So, like, I have 50 cards in my deck, and I have like an 80% chance of getting into Realm of Light, or at least I've had the frequency of Realm of Light in my hand, or Terraforming getting me Realm of Light. Let's go with Rekko. Only I would love to have Lumina at this point in time, considering I have Fellas or Police. Yeah, it's nice having that card get destroyed, and therefore, while the spellbooks are going to activate, Justice isn't going to activate. So I didn't really see what was in my grave. Oh, another Raikou. So, Lumina, Monster Reborn, and Judgment Dragon. Unfortunately, just gonna have to use Raikou again. And another Justice of Prophecy. Let's get rid of you. Oh, that's nice, getting Wolf. Now I should have... How many different times those cards go off? Okay, Twilight Twin Dragons. Okay, so I have Jane, Raikou, and Lumina. That's only... anything in here that we can probably go into. Thing is, I do have Michael. Once per turn, you can pay 1,000 life points, then target one card in the field, banish that target. When this card is destroyed, you can target any number of Light Sworn monsters in your grave, shuffle them into the deck, and if you do, you gain 300 life points for each returned card. Once per turn, during your end phase, send the top 3 cards of your deck to the graveyard. This could also get me a few more Light Sworn to the grave. So pay 1,000. We're gonna banish you. Okay, Spellbook of Fate. Hopefully that was the right choice. And indeed, it seems like it was. Now we have enough for Judgment Dragon if we ever manage to get it. Could also, next turn, if need be, go into a few others. Like, actually, I think just because of that really powerful spellbook, like the prophecy. I forget what card it was, but one of the monsters really not fun. But what we can do is tribute you off for Celestia. Then 4 Judgment Dragon. Always makes me sad. Thing is, we need to get Dawn Knight. If we can get Dawn Knight, we can, if it's sent, if say the entire line of Knight cards, such as Armageddon Knight, Brushfire Knight, Dust Knight, Altitude Knight, I forget what the water one was. There's Dawn Knight, and each one allows you to send specific things to, or do things. And for Dawn Knight, you get to send a monster or a light monster. Or if it's sent to grave, you can actually take a light monster in your graveyard and place it on top of your deck. And what I really want it for is Judgment Dragon, obviously. But we have enough to deal lethal damage. Again, in a good day, Light Sworn's probably my most powerful deck, I feel. And on a bad day, not so much. Well, ooh, that's a lot of points. But for the moment, we have the majority of this campaign already dealt with. It's nearly 70%, and we have every single Duelist challenge in it completed. Which is only 5 more to go. Have a nice day, everybody.